Welcome back, call it how we see it, nation. It's your boy D Walt, DeMark, D Man, or whatever else you want to call me underneath the sun, man. I got my boy Eddie Dean, Amari J, and JJ back with me, man. Woo! We had Hennessy time with our shots, baby. Yes. So look, we back to give y'all that final topic, man.
Yes.
Our top 5 boxers of all time, and I'm not talking about Haynes, and I'm not talking about Fruit of the Loom,
or Will Smith.
Or Will Smith. I'm talking about people that get inside the square circle, put them gloves on, and give it to them. And we ain't even talking about Rocky Balboa neither, because nobody really cares about that. I don't want no fiction story.
One of my heroes now.
What? Hey, hold on, wait one second.
He does inspire me.
That was your number 1 pick? I am so sorry, man. Rocky is discounted on this one. I am so just stop. But no, all jokes aside, man. So look, fellas, I really want to know you guys' top 5. So I'm going to go ahead and let Amari J go first on this one, man.
I got the way because y'all.
Knocking on out Amari.
He says his is going to be very quick. So I want to see how quick is quick. Is he a 1-minute man or is he a 5-minute man?
JJ.
Whoa. It depends. It just
JJ,
depends on the night.
It depends on the night. So Amari J.
The girl, it just depends.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
variables in there.
It's
like an algebra. So, bro, it's like an algebra problem,
a lot of
right?
Variables, bro. A lot of variables.
It's a lot of variables. So, J, man,
this is one of them quick pumpers right here. All right.
All right, Big Papa Pump. Get it, baby. Big Papa Pump. I ain't got no muscle, so don't record that shit.
No, this is a quick pump, like ATL, a quick pumper. This is one of those.
Jackrabbit type shit.
That's gonna be
This
gonna be a quick pumper. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man.
All right, so look,
give it to us straight, no chaser.
All right, so look, again, I'm gonna do mine quick. Just because y'all are more detailed into boxing. I love boxing. I watch boxing. I'm gonna watch every pay-per-view. But again, here we go. Number 5, and I'll give a quick reason on why. Number 5, Mayweather. He's my number 5, and here's why. Not to say some people may take that as disrespect, but here's why I say number 5. If the man had stayed his whole career as a I'm not gonna say a real boxer because the guy was one of the best to ever do it in defensive and all that. But the reason what I'm saying is that his very first half, like his first half of his career, he was boxing. He was going for the knockouts. He was trying to beat motherfuckers' asses. He was really out there boxing.
He was a dog.
He was trying to make a name for himself. Once he made a name for himself, he became more marketing. He became, the industry started changing. He became more marketing and stuff like, more social media, more this and more that, more the glam.
More WWE. Yeah, just call it. It's more wrestling.
Yeah, basically, more of a
Thank
story.
Vince McMahon. Thanks Vince for this, man. This is true.
And that's the only thing that I take away from him. That's why I have him at number 5. If he would have stayed just kind of boxing his ass off his whole career, still trying to get them knockouts. And I'm not saying you got to always go for the knockout because at the end of the day, you want to win a match, and I get that. Yeah. But I mean, after a while, I love the man. I still pay to watch his fights, but after a while, you get tired of seeing somebody kind of running around and just doing retaliation jabs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. But you can't take away from what he did. He's still one of the greatest of all times. I love Mayweather. I don't take nothing away from him. Again, he was just more about his money at this. I feel like around that third quarter of his career, it was more about money than it was actually solidifying his in the ring legacy. I feel like, it was more about the bag later. So that's why I have him at 5. Number 4, number 4, I'm probably gonna go with. Man,
it's hard, huh?
Roy Jones Jr. That's gonna be my 4th. Roy Jones Jr. That's gonna be my 4th. And see the thing.
Get that man his love, bro. Get that man his love.
And the thing is that I'm not gonna sit here and be fake about it. Like, could I go back and look at all these guys and Googled, who was really the best and who was really top 5, this and that. Yeah, but again, this is called how we see it. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Your shit.
And I'm gonna talk about
it's your shit.
I've been wrong answer.
I'm gonna talk about the boxing and the guys that I seen growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, this is your top 5.
Yeah, and Roy Jones Jr. was like probably the most seasoned guy out of all the guys that I seen box. The man went out there. He always gave it his all in every single match that he had. He was never afraid of a fight. He'd take on anybody. You didn't have to ask him or pay him extra to get him to, you know what I mean?
Well, you said a lot when you said that. Keep going.
Nowadays, it's so much. It's so much politics now into this shit.
Evading.
Yeah,
it's so
man.
much evading.
So yeah, and it's so much evading, man. It's and it's like when you finally get that match that you want, it's like these motherfuckers is past their prime, and you didn't have to worry about that back then, especially with Roy Jones Jr. I feel like even as he got older, he'd still fight these young studs that he might knew that he couldn't keep up with, but he still would take them on. And some can say that maybe it was for the money, but he still got in that ring. And
I think it's hard, fool.
I think it was hard. Because
I think it was hard,
I don't think it was money, because at the end of the day, you have a legacy to keep, you know what I'm saying? And like, why would you go out there and damage your legacy? No, it wasn't about the money. It was about man.
It's about the heart, man.
Yeah, it was about the OG saying, I can still get out here with you young cats. And that's what I feel like what it was. So that's why I have at 4. At 3, I have Pacquiao. And Pacquiao is another guy that I grew up off of. Me growing up, I was one of them short guys that, people thought they can get over on and try to bully. And Pacquiao was one of them guys that I watched that, you wasn't finna bully him. I don't give a fuck who you was. I feel like Pacquiao got there and tried to fight a heavyweight if he could. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pacquiao has never turned down a fade in his life. You know what I'm saying? And Pacquiao,
speak, brother.
Pacquiao was somebody that I felt that I can relate to, being that smaller, you know what I'm saying? Some call it the Chihuahua, that Chihuahua syndrome, that little man syndrome and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't have that shit. He had dog syndrome. He wanted to fight and catch the fade with whoever he thought was the best. And that being his side, it didn't matter. And just looking up to him growing up, he gave me a lot of not self-esteem, because I had that, but he was somebody to look up to, especially for the little guys. He was somebody to look up to for the little guys. So that's why I have him at 3.
Shout out to my boy Pee Wee on this one too, man, because like the Filipino people, man, that like Filipino culture, they love Pacquiao, man. And I know my boy Pee Wee mentioned
last time.
Yeah, last time. And my boy Pee Wee, man, like that's they people, man, and they love him, man. They love him and they respect him, man. That's a good man.
Yes, sir, man. So so that was my number 3. Number 2, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is the reason why I even started watching boxing. Just obviously, you don't really got to talk too much about the man, bro. He was fucking insane in the ring,
monster, knockout
artist, knockout king. You know what I'm saying? He was just so different out the ring. It just, again, Mike Tyson is one of them. I would have been watching boxing without him, and just that's to keep it plain and simple. And obviously you would say, well, if that's the case, why wouldn't he be your number 1? Well, because then you got fucking Muhammad Ali,
Oh, nice segue.
And even though Tyson is the reason why I watched boxing, well, I would have never even found out about who the fuck Muhammad Ali was without Tyson. But I'm glad I did watch boxing because of Tyson. But then when I watched boxing, it made me do my history on Ali. And goddamn, and not just in the ring. He was, outside of ring, he was so much more to us. I think he was like he was that difference maker. I think he was the trendsetter of between the boxing and show, and the us, like the people, the people.
Yes, keep going, bro.
And
amen.
And if Tyson had been him outside of boxing, then Tyson would have been my number 1. But because of Muhammad Ali, of what he was in that ring, and he changed the game, and what he did outside of boxing, and obviously I can get into details about that. And if you don't know what he did outside of that,
do your research.
Go do that shit now yourself.
I'm with you.
I'm not here to give the research on that, because you shame on you if you don't know what he's done outside of boxing. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
And real quick, and that's my top 5. I said I'll be quick, and that's my top 5 right there.
Cool. JJ, man, let me get you in there, man. Tell me what your top 5 is, man.
My top 5 is gonna be a little different. Obviously, it ain't gonna be all the same.
Yeah.
I watch different guys play the game. Hell, whenever we lived across the street, I remember watching Roy Jones Jr.
Yes.
We talked about him.
We talked about him a lot, man.
Manny Pacquiao, obviously. But my honorable mention is gonna be Juan Manuel Marquez, which was one of the guys that fought Manny Pacquiao, and they
Yes.
I
they
seen
went
that.
at
Yeah.
it.
And they
Yeah,
went
that was
at
good.
it.
Yeah,
They went at it.
Yeah, that shit was
They
hard.
went at it. That was a dog fight.
Yeah, whenever you saw their fights, you knew they were gonna get it into it.
I like his fight with fucking Mayweather.
Yes. It's a dog fight, bro. Like it's a dog. That brother is
Marquez and Mayweather was one of my favorite fights. One of
Exactly. But that was before, that was when Mayweather was still trying to kind of make a name for himself in the sinks. You know what I mean? He was still rising to the top, so he was still fighting his ass off.
And
yeah.
I gotta put him there because I got other people on the top. But man, Marquez, man, that boy was a fighter. He went at it. And number 5, I gotta do the same. I gotta put old boy Money Mayweather in there. For the same reasons. I mean, at the end, I just didn't feel like he was in there to fight. He was in there just for the money. So that's why I kind of got him back there. I mean, he says he's
respect.
He says he's the GOAT and everything, but I mean, he was the GOAT, you know, whenever he was in there, but he's not the greatest of all time. But yeah.
I think he could have been in the conversation of greatest of all time if he kept fighting.
I agree.
That, but I'm not gonna lie, he did revolutionize.
Yeah,
boxing.
He did.
Because man, I haven't seen nobody do it like he did.
But did he mess up boxing too, though? By the way, he revolutionized it though as well. Because now all you see is people out here, and there's nothing wrong with chasing a check. There's nothing wrong. You got to feed your family. But the way the guys are doing it now, did he mess it up as well?
I mean,
y'all bringing up some good points, man. Lord, I didn't think this was gonna go down like that. Where you going?
Kind of, sort of, but it's gonna come up to one of my following players here.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then a little over, but that's why I put him there because of all he's done for the boxing game.
Yeah.
And my number 4 is Julio Cesar Chavez. And I got
JJ on the roll right now.
Yeah, me and fucking Casey was talking about him tonight. Or today.
I almost had him in mind.
This dude went 87 fights without a loss. 87-0. And I mean 108 fights, 6 losses.
Yeah, I don't care who you was fighting. They got in the ring with you, so that was professionals and shit.
That's professional, fool. That's an ass whooping, bro. Like you walk into the ring with him, fool. It's a guarantee 90% of the time you were getting your ass whooped. Like period.
Those fights, whenever you paid for pay-per-view, you got every penny worth of your money whenever you paid for those fights. Nowadays, you can't say the same. You just
JJ, don't hurt them boys like that.
Don't
say that, man. You're gonna make people mad.
And to my number 3, I'm gonna have to go with Canelo. I know he's still young, but Canelo Alvarez.
That means you see
potential. He see potential greatness
because he has the fight that all these other dudes have, but whenever he fought Mayweather, he wasn't ready for that fight. He didn't have the technique to defend himself like Mayweather did.
He was just a young pit bull, just in there swinging, trying to get the knockout. That's all, you know.
And after that, he didn't perfect it, but he got a shitload a lot better at it. Because now you see him fighting other people, man. He's bobbing and weaving, man. Them things just sliding off of him like nothing.
He decking them left and right like it ain't nobody's business.
Yeah, and honestly, I do believe that he can be one of the top 5, you know, as far
of
as
all time,
as far as like Latinos or you know or Hispanic, you know, boxers to ever do it. The only downside I can say is that are there as many great boxers in his era as it was back then that might take away from what he really could be?
Always good question.
I mean,
you get what I'm saying. You get the question that I'm saying, though, right?
Can I be honest in this one? Can I be honest in this one? He would whoop Oscar De La Hoya's ass.
Yeah, he would. I do feel he would.
And I love him, bro. But I'm just telling you, he would whoop his ass. JJ, tell me if I'm wrong though.
I see where you're going with all that, and yeah, like Amor said, I mean, I could see that point where you could say, man, they don't have all these badass like boxers right now. But the thing is, he's not nitpicking which player he's gonna get next.
Oh
And
yeah, he wants the best. He wants the best.
Yeah, he fights whoever's on top.
Yeah, and I respect the and I respect
That's
that.
true.
That's what I'm
That's
saying. No, definitely. And I'm just saying, as far as what I'm saying is that I hope that his legacy doesn't get tarnished because them going back and saying, well, he didn't have to fight the these and those and these. You know, that's what I'm saying. Really,
Yeah.
I totally agree with you that he's gonna be one of the greatest. I'm just saying that I hope that they don't try to throw that on him because he's not going against these other greats in this. I hope that the boxing world continues to grow to where he gets that legit chance.
That love.
That love.
That love that he needs.
Yeah,
because he
that's all.
deserves that love. And I'm gonna
that's
say
what
it
I'm gonna
again.
say.
He would whoop Oscar De La Hoya's ass in his prime. His prime versus Oscar's prime, he would whoop his ass. I'm telling you, he would bitch slap him the same way Will Smith bitch slapped fucking Chris Rock. I'm just saying it right now. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Well,
I was talking about it, but yeah.
I mean, he's gonna need them little white lines that he's been using to fucking whoop Canelo Alvarez's ass. But
Yeah.
hey, that's a whole different topic. But hey,
I love this show because we're so real. It's so honest.
Number two.
number two, man. I know this is gonna surprise y'all, but I got Muhammad Ali right there.
Cool.
Muhammad Ali, man. I mean, who doesn't know about Muhammad Ali? The dude is just a beast, man. He was a beast on the ring and outside, man. He preached, and he was just a great person, man. And it's like Amori said earlier, if you don't know this guy's legacy, you gotta go
Watch
back
it.
and look at it. I mean, the dude was with Malcolm X. I mean, he was with all these people.
Nation of Islam, like he was, man, this brother was thrown.
So hey, props to him.
He was ahead of his time.
That's a legend right there.
Yeah.
My number one, Sugar Ray Robinson.
All right.
Come on.
I mean, I didn't watch
You
much
got
of
me on that
him,
one.
but 175 fights,
Yes.
19 losses, man.
Thank you.
That's-
Come on.
That's a lot of
Hitting one of mine right
fighting.
now.
Hey, JJ,
fight.
because you stole my take.
That's one of mine, really.
You stole my take. I wanna say this one thing, man. The term pound for pound was only invented because of Sugar Ray Robinson.
Come on.
That's how
Yeah.
much love this brother
This whole
should get,
segment
man.
is pound
This
for
whole
pound. Thank you.
this whole segment is brought to you by Sugar Ray Robinson, man.
Yeah, I'm glad we
And for
know
those who don't know, man, again, like Muhammad Ali, Google this ninja.
Yes.
Google
That-
this ninja, and I didn't say the N word. I said ninja.
I'm glad
Google
you
this
just saved me
ninja.
some time, JJ. I'm
Yeah,
glad you-
Google this ninja, and you would realize, man, how good this brother really is. JJ,
I
please
got
keep
bigger points to
going.
make, but I'm glad you
Yeah.
touched on that already.
That's why he's number one,
Come on.
because
Come on.
this is why it's pound for pound, man. He
Pound for
did
pound.
it.
Mhm.
This is the guy right here, and that's why he's number one.
Man,
that's
I love your list, bro. But we on a good note. See, I'm saying I love this view on how we view boxers and stuff like this. Top fives are always good to talk about.
Yes. I love a list.
Eddie Dean, please go, man. Please go.
Aight. Y'all ready? Because this now
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, I'm about to be all over the place with this, and you're gonna see what I mean when I get there. It's a little unorthodox, but let's make it happen. Right off the
Yeah.
top, Ali. I'm going down from number
Yeah, see,
one.
you're gonna be
Ali-
like me. You're gonna be like me. Go ahead.
Ali, number one. We all know why. Is one of my personal heroes. Y'all done been in my house. Y'all see him all over my
Yeah.
TV room. I
He
love
in
Ali.
your house, bro.
I ain't even got to jump there. So number two, I'm gonna tell you now, my list is not gonna be like y'all think. So bear with me. Number
Yeah.
two, it's gonna be a tie between Mayweather and fucking goddamn Rocky Marciano. Rocky
Woo!
Marciano had 49. They had 49 wins, never lost a fight. Mayweather had 50. Now Marciano was a heavyweight. It's a lot easier to get your motherfucking ass knocked out as a fucking heavyweight.
Yeah, right.
Different talent. But now the reason why I like the stuff with Mayweather, and I'm being real quick because I got a lot to get out.
Yeah.
The reason I'm going there with Mayweather because I wasn't able to watch Rocky Marciano, but I watched I watched all these fights all the way through. Mayweather and Castillo, Mayweather and Gotti, Zab Judah, De La Hoya, Marquez, Sugar Shane, Pacquiao, Victor Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, Canelo. I saw all those fucking fights. He was a dude. So it's hard to say to give fucking Marciano that push over because of being a heavyweight, but Promise. To me, it's a tie. Number 2,
Okay.
Tyson. Honestly, I just see this motherfucker knock out like 1,000 people and shit in the 80s and shit like that. Mike Tyson was the most dangerous motherfucker.
This brother knocked out AIDS. He saw AIDS and knocked it out. Like, that's
Let
cold.
me tell you something. I had to fight fucking Piston Honda, Soda Popinski, fucking Glass Joe just to get to his ass to fight him, Ball Bull, and fucking on the video game. So,
Yeah.
no, ain't nobody in the 80s like Tyson. Now, this is the thing that brings me from Tyson to my honorable mentions. My honorable mention is going to be, basically, I'm going to throw Roy Jones in there as an honorable mention, and Sugar Shane, because I love Sugar Shane, one of my favorite.
Sugar Shane Mosley?
And Bernard Hopkins. Now, the reason why I'm taking Tyson, he ushers into the rest of my honorable mentions: Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, Razor
Ooh.
Ruddock. They're all in the 90s and shit. He from the 80s, he ushered in those heavyweights. That was a great time to watch boxing. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's the best time.
Fucking ridiculous. No, it's not. I'm about to get to the best.
To me, go ahead.
But it's my take.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
get a
Touch
little
on it. Touch on it.
honorable mention there for Eddie, for Mike Tyson?
Come on.
Some earmuffs, because they're gonna save your ears.
Yeah.
He'll chew them motherfuckers up like a crazy ass, wild ass dog. So,
Let me keep going.
check this out. I had I skipped over. I had Sugar Ray Robinson. I think it's number 3, and I put Tyson. But either way, they interchangeable.
Yeah.
JJ already talked about Sugar Ray Robinson. Same thing. Record, what he did. Record's fucking ridiculous. Now, this brings me to one of my favorite is the number 5, and it's for a reason why. This is why I love boxing. It's for the 4 fucking kings. Nobody mentioned them yet. I can't believe y'all. Y'all some sorry motherfuckers, man. Because it's all 4 of them. I'm gonna tell you now. If y'all can't touch on the 80s, 3 rounds of the best boxing you'll ever see in your motherfucking life is Marvelous Marvin Hagler and motherfucking Tommy Hearns. What the fuck are y'all talking about? If y'all ain't seen the first round of Hagler versus Hearns, you ain't watch boxing. It's the most exciting.
Bro, you about to make me drink, fool, because I feel like a dumbass right now.
Here. Look here.
Oh, Lord,
Bernard
have
Duran,
mercy.
Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin fucking Hagler, and Tommy Hearns. They are all my number 5. Those 4 dudes, the 4 kings,
Be a
they
so piece of
made boxing
motherfucker.
for me. They made boxing for me in the fucking 80s. If y'all don't know that shit, y'all don't know boxing. Anybody listening, if y'all ain't own it, they looking at y'all right now like, yeah, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Because that was a great time. Those were great fucking fighters. Welterweights, middleweights. They literally ushered in the Sugar Shanes and the fucking Roy Joneses and the fucking goddamn Mayweathers. If it wasn't for them, they made boxing exciting for smaller guys in the 80s. I'm telling you, that's the best. If you have not seen Hagler and Hearns 1, I promise you, it is known as the best fucking first round of boxing ever. If you don't see it, go see it. Just like last week with fucking Dr. D, I promise you.
Dr. D, bro. Dr. D stopped the shit out them fools. So I'm gonna watch this shit.
You will not be disappointed. It is the most exciting 3 rounds of boxing you will ever watch, pound for pound, any weight class. It's just it.
That's it.
Wreck the mic, done deal. That's it.
Definitely.
That's all
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
check
say.
it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Check it out, please.
Like,
You'll
definitely.
say, when you watch that first round, you'll say, "Damn, I see what Eddie was talking about."
So wow.
Damn.
So after you
killing
said
each
that
other.
shit, now I feel like a fucking retard, right? Because now I get to go last, right? With all my
That's
bullet
how I felt. I'm
points.
damn near last. These motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They hit some good
That's-
points though. They hit
that's
all
some
the
good
good
points.
all the great boxers.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, like off the rip, like I don't have them on my list. But with that being said, damn, I need to do more research. But this is for me on how I feel, and I'm gonna go off of you, right? So we can all agree, for the most part, right? Muhammad Ali is the greatest boxer of all time,
Great.
right? Let's just
Easy. Hands down.
on and off the court. And again, all 3 of y'all said it. I'm gonna say it again. If you don't know about this ninja, Google him. Google tells you all the answers that you need to know about him. And if you don't know anything about, go ahead.
Just real quick, because it's not just the social issues, everything, all that good stuff, but it's the way he fought.
It's
He
the
was
way
like
he
He was
fought,
like the
bro.
Michael Jordan of that time because it's the way he fought.
Okay,
people. Go
okay.
ahead,
So
I'm sorry.
audience, so look for our younger audience who's in their 20s and 18s and whatever, right? This dude would tell you how he was gonna beat you, and then he walked into the ring and he beat you
did
the
it.
same way he said he was gonna beat you.
Yeah.
And then guess what? He would tell you, I fly like a butterfly and I sting like
He
a
was
bee.
actually
Like,
everybody.
just-
He was Mike Tyson. He was
He was-
Mayweather. He was all the dudes put together.
He was all these dudes
He
in
could
just one
outdance you. He
person,
could
man.
outfight you. He could knock you the fuck out. He could do all of that.
Yep.
Before-
and then
Come
get
on.
out the ring and go take your girl.
and talk shit and go fuck your bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't get no better than that,
Bro,
man.
nigga, motherfucker was Chris Brown outside the ring. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's unreal. Like
Chris
damn,
Brown.
boy, boy. I just stopped for a second, bro. That was cold. That was cold as fuck.
Brown.
White, bro. Look, white plate.
The white plate.
With the ketchup.
So then,
with the ketchup.
yeah,
With the
with the ketchup, yeah.
With the mustard and the ketchup.
So my next on that list, man. Again, man, everybody had a Nintendo for the most part, at least for us, right? And just Mike Tyson was it, man.
Punch
Mike
Out was
Tyson,
the
man.
shit.
Punch
I had
Out
a
was the
game cast.
shit,
If you
bro.
wasn't scared to fight Mr. Sandman and Super Macho Man, you ain't
Yeah.
playing that game.
Bro, this
They
dude
kicked
was
your ass.
again like Muhammad Ali. No, he didn't do like things outside the ring that make you say, "Oh my gosh, he's so political." No, he was the type of dude that got inside the ring and he was a monster. When he walked,
Beast, man.
ninjas was afraid, and I like use the term. Ninjas was afraid to step in the ring with him because they knew what was getting ready to happen to them. Man, they were just collecting a check just to get knocked out. Like,
Yeah.
who did that?
You didn't have to worry about the second round. You wasn't gonna see the
Yeah,
second
because
round.
you wasn't gonna see it.
Yeah.
And then again, I know he's like the most controversial person of all time, right? But I put Mayweather as third. And this is why I put him at third, man, because again, he revolutionized the way that we see the boxing ring, right? So we grew up with Muhammad Ali telling you what he was gonna do and he executed. Tyson gave us, hey, I'm just gonna knock you out. Just no questions. Second round, not even happening. But then Mayweather gave us what we consider to be an art. Boxing is an art.
Yeah.
Yes, boxing is an art. So yes, he did start off like Amore J said. Yes, he did start off and want to like knock you out, but then he learned, like his father didn't learn, right? That this is an art. It's a ballet dance, man. And he made it look so beautiful when he was out there just winning the scorecards, man. He'll let you get the first couple of rounds, but after that, he's gonna show you you cannot outbox me because boxing is an art. It's a legit art. I'm Picasso, you know what I'm saying? And you just my wall. I'm gonna draw all on your ass with all these punches. That's just what he did. Period. Next on the list is Sugar Ray Robinson, because again, we wouldn't have this conversation without this man. Pound for pound, man. He invented that term, pound for pound.
Yes.
Now, fellas, this is where I ask y'all to let me know if I'm tripping or not. So I'm going to give you who I decided for number 5, but I'm going to go ahead and squeeze in my other 2. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see if maybe I'm tripping on this, right? So 5, I finally decided on Roy Jones Jr., right? Because I feel like he gave us boxing at its finest. He was complete. To me, he was complete. But I tussled between these two people, and I want y'all to tell me if I'm wrong. I put Tyson Fury and I put Manny Pacquiao in this category. But let me explain Tyson Fury for a minute, though. I know boxing is not the same by any means, but anybody that has stepped into the ring with this brother, man, he has fought them on their style and he has won. That's something that you don't see that often anymore in boxing. This is a tall, big-ass white boy in there moving like a fucking featherweight. You know what I mean? If you say I'm gonna knock you out, I won't push back. I won't push back because when I watched him box, I saw him do things that he normally doesn't do. Like, I respect Manny Pacquiao, which is why I said I struggled. But I struggled with Tyson Fury, and this is why I'm asking y'all: am I wrong to go ahead and push Tyson Fury this far ahead?
You're not wrong, but I'm gonna tell you something, and this is what me and my buddy was laughing about earlier.
Yeah, please do.
Truthfully, if he'd have fought in the 90s against people like Holyfield, they'd have cleaned his fucking clock. He a bad motherfucker. I never want to see him, but nah, any heavy.
See, that's what I'm saying.
This is not a strong area at all for heavyweights.
Thank you. That's all I'm asking. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, or is it just a lack of competition?
I believe that. I could be wrong, but I really
JJ, how you feel? Am I wrong, or is this just a lack of competition?
JJ, you muted?
Yeah, I was muted.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not a lack of competition. It's the game. The game is different. It's just like Amore has said. I mean, things change. Things are different. And every decade, there's a different player that comes out, plays things differently, and it just changes everything. It's just not played the same. And that's kind of why I don't really watch boxing the same as I used to, because it's just not the same that it used to be.
Yeah.
You don't see the same fights that you used to see before. You
Yeah.
used to buy one of these pay-per-views and you knew you were going to see a badass fight. Whenever we were little kids, man, you got excited because they were
Yeah.
just going at it.
Yeah.
Now it's not the same. It's just
It almost seemed like the undercards be better than the main fucking fights.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So more interesting. I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked everybody else though, man. So is it me or is it just the lack of competition anymore for Tyson Fury for me to even think about questioning him being at number
I think,
5?
For me personally, I think it's just more politics, man. I think it's that these motherfuckers got they're so tied up with publishers and this and that. They're picking strategically, like, you know, it's almost like they're writing a book. Like, we're gonna give you this person, this person, and this. We're gonna give you this person and this person to get you warmed up, and then this person to get you this dollar amount, and then we'll worry about, like, yeah, that's who you should be fighting, but we don't want a chance you getting your ass knocked out and then taking away money. That's how I feel about it personally.
It's actually more of a blend of wrestling now with boxing than it was before.
Well, like
they kind of manipulate it to make it what they want. I'm agreeing.
That's
with
how I feel about it. I feel like that is so different. And that's why I asked JJ earlier, do you feel like in a sense Mayweather kind of really fucked it up for the boxing, industry? You know what I mean? Because I feel like now guys are afraid that guys that could potentially be on top, rather than being back in the days where they wanted to fight the guys on top. Now I feel like it's guys that are on top, or they made a name for themselves. It's more of staying on top by kind of avoiding the guys they should be fighting until they have no choice but to fight them. And it shouldn't be that way.
I think it's a combination of what you're saying and what JJ's saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Before we got off here, I was gonna make sure to make a shout out to fighters we ain't even mentioned, not even honorable mention, but people like Floyd Patterson, people like Jack Dempsey,
Triple G,
people like Joe Louis. You know why we don't talk about them? Because that's not our era. And in a way, things what JJ said and what you're saying, Amore J, things change and cultures change. The way things are done change, leagues change, players change, and we just kind of got to roll with it. And those dudes were tough as fuck back in the day. People like Jack Johnson, like from the 1900s and shit, like 1901. We just don't look at it that way. That's why I'm surprised half of us chose Sugar Ray Robinson, because that's not even our era.
Yeah, bro, I watch highlights of this brother, man, and that brother's one of the goats.
In black and white. Thank you.
And again, I told you that I did mine based off of just solely guys that I was able to see,
You're right.
And you're right.
Like,
you're right, though.
I can go back and I've seen Sugar Ray. I've seen his shit. He cold as a mother. Cold.
Yeah, I agree.
I just did.
Tough as a motherfucker, really.
Yeah, I just did mine solely off of people that I was able to see. And that's just what it was on my take wise.
I feel you. I'm just saying that, and mine was too. I just think that we don't pay homage to the play, like the fighters, because of like the eras. And it's kind of like I'm saying, both of y'all I agree with both of what y'all saying.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really take that into consideration. Everything changes is all I'm saying. It all changes.
Fellas, I love this topic. Yeah, go ahead, JJ. Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of to that conversation with the politics and stuff. It's the same thing with Canelo, because Canelo went like almost, I think, a whole year without fighting, and I think it was basically the same thing. It was just politics. I don't know if they just couldn't find him somebody.
Remember when he went and talked through all that shit with like the doping and stuff like that? Or no, it was either HGH or like steroids or something like that. Remember all that?
That was like 4 years ago or some shit.
Yeah, I hated that fucking shit. I'm like, come on, man, get him in the ring. Come on, this motherfucker is solid.
Too talented to be outside the ring.
Yeah, and he ended up leaving Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya's company.
Yeah, he was with De La Hoya and them. Yeah,
because of whatever mess they were going through, but they didn't put him in a fight for like forever.
Yeah, your brother loved Canelo. He loved Canelo.
Yeah, I know. He's all up on his fucking balls.
Nuts. So fellas, again, I love this list, man, and we're gonna do more tops because I love everybody's opinions, man. Thank y'all for checking me, because I felt like maybe I was steering in the wrong direction.
I don't know. I don't think that was. I don't think your pick was bad. As a matter of fact, I don't think
nobody's picks were bad.
I like your pick because it raised a better question, and you.
Yeah.
No, it actually was
Yeah,
good, yeah.
I really want to know a good question, because that was more so like my thing. With like Amar J was saying, man, I wonder if it was like a talent thing. Like, is the talent lesser now than it was in the 90s?
Your pick was a fair pick. Nobody touched on that, but it's the truth. Because I mean, let's be honest. Which one of us want to fight Tyson Fury? I wouldn't.
I don't want to fight his ass. I said,
some ass.
hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm calling y'all, and I'm calling like 4 other people, and I'm calling 4 other people, because we're gonna whip his ass. And at the end, I'm gonna sit on top and be like, motherfucker, I knocked you out. Yes.
Call that motherfucker Lamar.
Yeah, I'm calling motherfucker Lamar. Yeah.
Lamar's
Oh,
a big
shit.
motherfucker, man.
Lamar's a big motherfucker. Hey, man, shout out to
Shout
Lamar,
out
man.
my boy Lamar, man.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Lamar. Yeah,
man.
shout out to our boy, man. Because that, hey, bro, he's like one of the coolest people, man, I've ever met, man.
That's my
I
dog.
swear to you, bro.
He my dog
Yeah.
too. If he could whoop Tyson Fury ass, I'm gonna be cool with his ass.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm look again. I would
my
shield
brother right
myself
there,
using
man.
him, man. On the cool. All right, so again, fellas, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I love these topics, man. Again, everybody, man, please, man, always respect everybody's opinions, man, whether you agree or you disagree. Please do not villainize anybody because they do not see things the way that you see. Right? That's the beauty of this podcast, man. We all brothers, man. We all see things differently, man. As you can all tell, man, everybody has a different top 5. So therefore, guess what? We don't all agree, but we all can respect each other's opinions on the basis, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And again, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and of course, my friend,
That's
it. And again, for YouTube users, man, we're gonna be on there as well, man. Again, always like, love, heart, comment, subscribe to anything that we do, man. Again, subscribe, because that is so huge, man, to get our voice out there, man. And again, if you know us and you love us, please tell your friends and tell your friends' friends. I mean, Puff Daddy and Biggie said it best, man. Tell your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to share the love, man, because again, the only way for us to get out to everybody, man, is if you guys share the love, man. So please,
as a nation, chick, your baby mama, everybody, man.
Everybody, man.
Real quick, y'all.
Look,
real quick,
I don't give a fuck to watch.
We about to start bringing on special guests real soon. If you we do this for you guys. You know, we want you guys to be entertained. We want you guys to want to listen to this on your way to work, on your way to work out. You know what I'm saying? Just as you're traveling somewhere new. Yeah. We do this for you guys, right?
Because you're right, Marcus. We were having these conversations anyway. But
regardless,
yeah, honestly,
doing this for years. So
for years doing this shit.
But we really like genuinely from the heart, we do this for y'all because again, we were gonna do this. We were gonna do this regardless of you listening or not. But we want to put a little bit of oomph on it for you guys. And again,
that's true.
So if you listen to us, subscribe. If you feel that you can hang, hey, send us an email, send us a DM. If y'all feel y'all can hang and y'all want to get on here and do this shit with us, hey,
please,
we're open to special guests. You know what I'm saying? We
ain't running from nobody, baby.
We ain't scared. We not scared. Look, this is our show. We could do as we please. This is our platform. Again,
we own no rights to nobody, baby. We can speak our mind.
If there's a topic that you want to hear, again, let us know. Again, you can email us at est2022@gmail.com. You can hit us up on the was Instagram, the Twitter, everything. You can. We want to do with y'all.
Interact with us because we just some regular dudes anyway talking shit.
We're going to get back to you. We're going to get back to you, man.
We say the shit y'all want to say, so jump on in.
The reply rate is at 100%. Straight up, right?
Yeah.
We're here for y'all first, and we here for us second. Keep it 100. Call it how we see it, man. Look, it's Amari J, it's D Walt, it's Eddie Dean, it's JJ, man. I said it's JJ, god damn it. Look,
it's
man.
JJ, baby. It's JJ. Bro. Yes, because my boy be giving them. Look at that. Hey, again, as always, man, if you're drinking, please drink responsibly, man. Again, drink water at all times. Again, it's Hennessy time, baby. Y'all know what time it is. Open up them bottles, baby. Open up the bottles. Let's tell all our fans, man, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you believe in, man. Guess what, man? At the end of the day, man, it's all love, man, because we all one people, man. That's how we roll, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, because we ate this shit.
Because we ate this shit. And again, shouts out to the Ukraine, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. Stay strong, man, because independence is everything to everybody. Yes. If somebody's going through mental issues, man, please respect them, man. Help them out, man. Let them know that they are needed at all time, and you could be an ear, because you never know, man, who you gonna really need at the end of your day, man. It goes a lot. Again, can I get the outro music, brothers? Because I'm feeling this shit. The Henny is strong. It's strong. VSOP. Yes. Shouts out to my boys. Salute. Salute. Hey, guess what? I can smell what the Rock is cooking.
Woo!
Woo! And guess what? He ain't cooking that Ric Flair shit either. Woo!
All right, y'all, man. It's call it how we
13th time.
see it. Call it how we see it, man. We
See
love
it, Nation.
y'all.
Love y'all.
See y'all
Peace
next
out.
time.
Later.
Merry Christmas.
We just call it how we see it. We just call it how we see it.